So today's topic is transplanting mango trees. This is a dot mango tree, and as you can tell from a lot of cut branches, it used to be a lot bigger, and it was like it was right here. Now we put a gate in and then put this path here for vehicles, and in order to have this path be in the right place, that tree had to move. And unfortunately, we didn't have any specialized equipment for that. And so what we did was we used a bulldozer, which, that's not something we normally have on the property, but the bulldozer sliced out the earth on either side of the tree so that it would cut some of those roots. A tree this size often would have roots, like this far out, but you can't transplant a plant with that many roots. You need to have a compact root system. So we were pressed for time. We didn't root prune it ahead of time, which normally if you're transplanting a tree, you want to root prune it, which is cutting the roots a reasonable distance away from the trunk so that the new roots can form in that smaller area. And so when you transplant it, it has a lot of roots to help get established. That was not a luxury we had. We had a bulldozer, we had a tree, and we needed to move it. So the bulldozer was able to take the dirt out on either side of the tree. I think he went about 3 feet out, and then it was really, really something to get that tree. All we're dealing with was a huge bucket, and the tree was not going to stay in the big bucket. So I had a tree strap from when I used to have a bobcat, and we were able to balance the tree on like this much of the corner of the bucket with the tree strap. The tree strap, is about that thick, and the whole strap wouldn't fit on this corner of the bucket. But it went from over there to over here. And of course, we filled it in with dirt, filled in all the area around the roots with dirt, because no dirt made it from the original hole to over here. And right now, we have the only dead leaves right here. Those were damaged when we moved the tree. So it was just a break from when we moved the tree, but there has been 0 leaf loss since we moved this tree. So that was quite a success. It's a huge project, and right now, in order to make sure that the roots that this tree does have get water, we have the earth mounded up a little bit. So this is maybe 2 inches higher than the base of the tree where the roots start. So this is probably going to stay like this for another month, and then we will finish off this area. So the basics for moving trees is, well, you need to cut them back for sure. If it's an established tree, it has roots going everywhere. You need to cut back the height of the tree and reduce the number of leaves, because you're going to interfere with the root system, and the root system, is supporting the leaves up top. So you cut off a lot of the roots, you have to cut off a lot of the top also. So that's a big thing. When you do fill in the area with soil around the roots, you need to make sure there's no air pockets. So water it in well, get sticks to make sure there's no air holes. And then after that, mounding the dirt around, and then try to water it every day for like a month. The roots take 4 to 6 weeks to form, and so you want to make sure you're giving this plant the best opportunity to develop its roots in a short period of time. So anyway, It's just a quick look at this tree. I'm really surprised at how well it is done. I was expecting to have some sign of stress show up in the leaves, and it's just been doing great. So, it's a bigger tree than what we normally transplant, and so I'm just really happy that it's made it, and it's going to be a continuing part of the grove.